Hi guys, Scatlink here. Welcome to my modding showcasing sub-series, Hats Off to You, a series of which we try out community-created hats, costumes, functions, singular levels, full chapters, or time rifts created by the Hat in Time fan community via the Steam Workshop. This will also include any challenge roads of which will have their own video dedicated to earning ourselves a trophy, of which would otherwise be permanently missed. So, welcome to the 100th Hat in Time video that I have done on the channel. In fact, that's the highest amount of content on a single game, maybe other than Ocarina of Time, but each of those were different series. This has just been on the same file with a Hat in Time for 100 episodes. At least. And it's like, and even if it's not all gameplay, it is at least in one playlist capping off 100 videos. The walkthrough, all the DLC, all of the mods that we've done thus far. And because Challenge Road 16 I took a little bit too long, as well as life and such, in order to get to it, I'm a little bit late, but, you know, I want to celebrate March 10th, even though I'm literally, well, at the time of recording this, 4 days out. But hey, I will bring it to you before the end of the week. It's time for Mario. He's a playable character that is a complete clone of Hat Kid, as we are already aware. Got the usual double jump, wall climbing shenanigans. Everything's exactly the same, including using hats, although sometimes the kid's hat disappears. I'm not entirely too sure why, but sometimes it does. But yeah, we've got just Mario. And to be honest, Hat Kid's moveset, as I've mentioned many a time with a Hat in Time, was inspired by Mario games, so it makes a lot of sense to have Mario in this game. And you know what? This is actually a recent mod. It's taken this long just to get Mario in the game. You had Mario costumes, Mario dies, but not an actual player model. And sound clips are taken from Sunshine and Galaxy for the most part. And funnily enough, we can actually do the lunge dash that he has in Sunshine. We can obviously crouch and do all that stuff. We can't ground pound, but we can just use the ice hat for that. So we got Ice Mario technically. And, you know, using hats isn't too big of an issue because, you know, Odyssey, it makes him use a lot of hats. And he can be a DJ because he's been that. He's been almost everything in his portfolio. And you may also notice that our timepieces are now Shine Sprites in our HUD, but we also have our in-universe HUD, as well as the mod level compiler being a Shine Sprite. There is no Power Star. I wanted Power Stars. I would prefer those than Shine Sprites, but what are you gonna do? I guess Shine Sprites have the power of time because, you know, sun, and then you have the moons, which give you 1-ups, something like that. But yeah, so Mario's pretty much not dyeable, because I'm wearing this dye. If I change to Captain of the Sea, nothing happens. If we do a cosmetic stuff, even with the Virtual Kid, sadly there is no low poly version at this moment in time, so I'll just stick with the YouTube dye for now, since it's the closest to Mario's colours at this point. But you get what I mean. You know, it could still be worked on because it's relatively new. That's perfectly fine. And, you know, Rayman's to the point that he's not even on the map. So, I mean, it makes sense that Mario would be invading this game. As I've mentioned many a time, the game pretty much plays similar to Mario. You go into a level, you go grab a timepiece, you get kicked out of the level. That's the same as grabbing a shine or a star. That is not Odyssey because, you know, they're moons. So, as I've already mentioned. So, yeah, he can wear hats, although some of them don't show up, some of them do. But, you know, this makes sense because, you know, he wears the aviator goggles in Odyssey, and this is like playing one of the golf levels, I guess, in Galaxy. So it kind of makes sense. And yes, as I said, he does have his own voice clips as well. Even though he doesn't have voice clips for everything at this present point in time. And because this is going to be a Mario-themed level, like video, I guess, just a showcase of certain things. Where's Cappy? There's Cappy, there we are! That works pretty well. So yes, it's going to be a Mario-themed video, so we're going to do a few Mario-themed mods, including a couple that I found before, and a few that I have played before. Although I will give just a verbal shout out to certain ones that you could probably see on the screen right now, because they do not actually function at the moment. They need to be recooked, and some of them actually need to be recompiled. Mario World 1-1 Doesn't load at all. Needs to be recompiled. Mafia Chucks to Training Grounds doesn't have an end goal, and some of the puzzles are also broken. We also have Daisy Cruise, which is one I will be playing today. We also have the Noki Bay Shell, which, if you remember back at the very start when we did Rico Harbour's Secret Timepiece. Yep, it's pretty much similar to that. It's pretty much made with the assets of a Blue Rift in A Hat in Time. To resemble that, we'll be playing that today. And we will also be playing Peach's Castle version 2 from Super Mario Galaxy. And it has both the day and night variants, which means you have pretty much both power styles that you can own in the game in this mod. So that is attention to detail, my boys and girls. So that is pretty awesome. So since we've already covered Bob on Battlefield as well, we don't need to do that again, even though this version is technically defunct. We've done the Slide Time Rift already with Merrill, with a co-op, and we also did Trainbow Road as part of a challenge road. So I think what we're going to be doing is hopping straight into Daisy Cruise, where we have to explore the Daisy Cruiser from Mario Kart Double Dash, get a timepiece by collecting all 12 timepiece shards. Special thanks to Hugo for making the awesome music. It's been made by Get Lucky 12341. And this one does work, because Aaron and I have played this before in our own time. Pretty much so he could get his 30 Rift tokens on his own personal file. Now, before we pretty much do any movement around here, you may remember in the last episode that we got the what was it called? The remix to play Shine Sprite Get. I want to go to the mods quickly here, because funnily enough, even though that we have the Shine Sprite Get music that we can earn from the Rift Roulette, which we just happen to have, that's only if they are actually timepieces. Because if you have, if you have timepieces or Shine Sprites, that is part of the mod when this mod is active. And you've got many customization options. You can have the text to display, so you can actually shop on screen. Have the gold and blue Shine variant, so if you've already collected the Shine Sprite before, it will not be solid. Time spheres, so it will have the little bubble. Objective marker for when you're using the kid's hat or the collectible hat, and you can also set it so it affects mod levels as well, instead of the original 40 in the main game. I'm not entirely too sure if it affects the DLC ones at this time. Now, there's a bit of a problem with this one. It does sometimes crash, as reported in the description on the Steam Workshop page, but that's not here. As I said, with Playable Mario by FZone96 again. Nice of Nintendo to DCMA, of Mario fan game, eh, Luigi? Said Go P222. After the release of my playable Sonic, yes, there is a playable Sonic. I'm trying to find some Sonic-centric levels in order to actually play as Sonic, so that would be awesome. Hopefully he has good speed. Yeah, we now have playable Mario. Seb went to make this mod. I just helped him fixing the materials. You can find Mario dancing in the bedroom when you swap with him. Hope you enjoy. Pretty sure that's all it is. And the reason why I'm here as well is because that we have a special hat, not an asset replaced for the scooter. It's tied within its own Sprint Hat Flair, which is absolutely amazing. Sebgo P222 again. Mario Hat Flair with a standard Kart Scooter replacement that is 3 times faster than the normal scooter. So I'm guessing the scooter is 50cc, but this is 150cc, which is perfect, because we're on a racetrack. More characters will come in the future. If you're wondering about the Grumble Volcano map in the thumbnail, it'll be released later when he released it. I'm going to thumbs this up because I already know how it is, and I'm going to thumbs this up because the model is well rigged. There's a couple of snafus, but it's rigged to hack its bone structure, as I've already mentioned before many a time. Let's go slap on the scooter badge, and we already have a weapon for Mario, which is the plunger, so we haven't got a problem there. So yeah, because it actually makes sense, because he's a plumber. And you look disappointed when you're whacking. It's like, ugh, why can I not punch? Mamma mia. But anyway. DJ Grooves, what are you doing here? Why, hello, Mario! Welcome to SS Grooves! Where did I get the cruise ship? I just bought it from a princess from a faraway kingdom. Figured I need a large vehicle to call my own, like the conductor in his train. Oh, by the way, we found one of those timepieces. We found one of those shine sprites you love so much. I was holding on to it to give to you, but one of my penguins accidentally broke it. I'm sure if you found all the blue coins and some glue, because the shards are technically blue, sure you could fix it as good as new. When you find all the coins, the shine sprite will be right behind me for some reason. I somehow know that as I do the robot. Have a nice time, Mario. So yes, when we have this sprint hat, I'm not wearing the sprint hat, brain, we hop onto, the cart. Sadly, the wheels don't move, which would be a nice touch, but it works. Not as you would expect, though, because you haven't really got much drifting unless you spin around in a circle like this and then try to move off. But yeah, you don't really have drifting of the sort. And also, I should probably take that off and pop on the made it badge so I can actually grab these when I zoom on by. Which, some of them actually get left behind because I'm going so fast. And you actually do get whooshing when you drive, which is kind of cool as well. So pop off this for a second, because what I'm going to do quickly is just swap to a generic Sprint Hat Flair, and we're back on the normal scooter. Which, you know, I guess with Mario Kart it would make sense that Mario would pretty much ride anything. Also, you know, the Vespa from Odyssey, not that big of an issue. But with its own flair, which is also Mario's cap, works pretty well. If I can find it, there we are. So, now I've pretty much shown how we're going to be manipulating our moveset as well as the aesthetics to our viewing pleasure. We've got 12 blue coins to find in order to get a shine sprite. Not a timepiece, not timepiece shards. Don't know what you're on about. Whoop! At least we can jump in our cart, still. And it has a little bit better jump than we usually are dealing with. Okay, why am I black? I just skidded to a stop to try and talk to these guys. By the way, it has the gibberish thing going on. I don't know why. It's part of the mod. They say T-posing is the perfect way to relax your body. You should give it a try. Why am I black though? I'm a bit confused. Okay, now I'm... Okay, that weren't happening when I was playing this earlier today. I'm guessing I'm in some sort of weird shadowy area. Oh, okay, I bugged. Maybe that's what the issue was. No, okay, I'm just Shadow Mario here. Strange. I was playing this earlier to make sure that this mod level works. Okay, that time I got... I can stand there, game! I'm really confused as to what's happening right now. Yeah, see? You can stand here. So I don't know why I was bugging out. What I was about to say was, I did test this. This isn't blind. All the levels that I'm going to be playing in this video are already played. They're not blind for today. Normally they would be, but a lot of Mario mods don't work, funnily enough, as I've said with the Mario World and the Chuckster. So I wanted to play them just in case, because even though I have played this one in the past, I played it again shortly beforehand in order to get it working. I believe there are 4 tokens in this level, and one of them is right up here on this pipe, which we can reach. Just do a little wall climb here. And, okay, I'll just go into a free fall. That's not what I wanted. I actually do need to get up here, though. I know I haven't been going around the track at the moment. I'm trying to grab the other timepieces around here, but we can actually hop over here. And whoever wanted to explore this level, this race course, like off your cart? Now you can. So I'll grab one of those coins. And if I can do a double jump lunge cancel, there we go. We need to get up here, because there is a blue coin here. There we are. They could have changed it to blue coins and just called it a shine sprite and put the model in themselves, but hey, I've changed the aesthetic and I'm changing the dialogue. Grab all them. Alright, so let's actually start going around this track properly. Start grabbing some of the stuff. Let's go around this way. Dodge all the squids. Makes sense, considering where we are. And I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. I kind of needed to get off my cart anyway. Put it in my evil pouch, because cheeky bastard got me in the middle of a jump off the screen. I wanted to grab that. Thankfully, his heart pond's here, so it's not that too big of an issue. Also want to come over this way, I think. Thing is, I played this like a few times, but I don't remember the location of all of them, and I just remembered where I've got to go now. I can talk to you guys. Why do I suddenly get stuck into a free fall even though this is a floor? That weren't happening! Well, I'm not taking off my coat until he takes off his coat. Okay. Alright, fair enough, guys. You can just be as shady as you want. No skin off my back. Or, shall I say, no, the hair on my chinny chin chin. Because I've got a moustache. Why was my hookshot not going off? I do have it on. That was strange. Yes, you can fall off the boat, be careful. And this railing is paper thin. I think this is just a direct model import, like what we've seen already, so nothing too dramatic. I think I just remembered that I want to go back to the middle part, because there's something there I need to go grab as well. I'm just going back and forth. Well, we'll get into... Well, at least we're covering the outside of the ship first, before we go do any of the other stuff. I can't actually get up here, can I? Oh, well, maybe. Hang on a minute. I might be able to, unless I don't bonk. I can't stand there. Might be another way on doing it, though. There we are. Cappy. Aha! There we go. I mean, we're playing as Mario, so I don't think that's cheating at this point. Chuck you there. Double jump. Bounce off you. Get up here. There we go. So we can get up here. And there is a token right here as well, so we'll go grab that. If I don't keep Flintstone falling. So that's our second token for today. We get a lot of these, and we're going to spend these over the end of this video. Now, this ain't a tightrope, but you can actually walk across this if you're careful enough. Problem is, for the most part, you can't actually see it because it's that paper thin. I guess it's a good thing they ain't a tightrope, so we can just walk straight across, and we do actually want to do this. Because, funny enough, you're intended to do so because they've got like a fire spirit up here. But if we go to the very tippity-tip top, there's yet another token for us to grab. Doesn't this feel like a Mario level? There we are. What do you have to say, since you're down here? We can actually talk to you. This map is dedicated to everyone who helped me teach how to use the editor in the official HUD Icon Discord. Nice! I approve of the dedication, dear old chap. And we can easily drop down here, grab this one, and that is half of them already. Or just over half of them, if my math would like to not fail me in the moment. I'm going to drive all the way down here, bounce as we usually do, but then I'm going to just segue here, do a twirl, woohoo! And head down this way. Now, I don't even know if this is like all custom made or anything, because this is like area that you wouldn't normally go down, but this, funnily enough, feels like the challenges in Mario Kart DX. My phone keeps going off today when I'm recording. I should mute it. We've got a casino here. They've actually changed this part up a bit. Hey, kid, are you old enough to enter the casino? You know what? Never mind. Don't really care. Comma. Interesting. Plus, I don't think Mario's a kid. He's like 40 now. Oof. Mario... oof. Mafia wasted all his money on broken slot machine. How do you know it's broken? Or are you just salty because you lost all your money? Makes me wonder. I'm just gonna drive. Woo! Actually, can we mess with this Wheel of Fortune? No, but we can watch it spin. That is the wheel from the Wheel of Fortune. No question. There's a coin here to grab. I was about to say timepiece shard again. That is not it. Functionally so, but not the case. Contextually. Mafia want to make sure he's the first person to get dinner, even if it means spending an entire vacation in line. There is no line though. You are here first. We're busy getting everything ready for dinner, so come back later, okay? I sure hope they have lots of spaghetti. What's in here? Sorry, kid, you can't enter the kitchen. We're busy preparing dinner. By the way, you wouldn't happen to have a fire extinguisher, would you? No reason, just was wondering. Well, you might. Do you have any pipes to be cleaned, eh? If you know what I mean. Gotta go fishing for some clam! I don't know why that animation from Game Rooms always gets me. Help! She put me here! I don't know how they expect me to carry everyone's luggage to their rooms. These things are really heavy. This isn't exactly a one penguin job. Probably 5, considering how big these are. Jeez. Could put 2 Marios in them. Because, you know, if you've ever seen the Game Theory, they normally do their math by Mario sizes, for the most part. Hey, John. Speaking of Game Grumps, I'm still waiting for that. I'm still waiting for the nice penguin to boom my suitcase. I know I'm on vacation, but I never like to be far away from my rock collection. Ain't that right, Rockington? I think that's a reference to Rockington. I don't know why people bring big suitcases on vacation. Everyone I know just wears a single outfit. Breaking the fourth wall a bit there, aren't you, buddy? Right, so that will take us back out, but we haven't gone down here yet, so let's go do that. Somehow lose my cart. If I landed on the floor of my cart, I probably would have eaten the damage, but oh well, it's not that big of a problem. I haven't got the no bonk badge on, I just remembered that. I can just do this instead. There we are. There's a token up there in the pipes, so we'll go grab that. This doesn't seem to be a coin, I was going to say shard again, behind those boxes, but there is one behind there, right next to the token that we need to go grab. I believe that is all of them. I believe it is. I might be wrong. I might pop off the collection hat just to be sure. I mean, that's technically like using the map in Odyssey. Or in Sunshine, actually, come to think of it. And yeah, that's our first, yeah, that would have been a timepiece if we weren't using the timepiece replacement mod, but yeah. Oh, wow, really, man? Okay, I was able to jump off that at least. Wasn't kicking me out of it. Yeah, let's pop that off quickly just in case. Yep, no collectibles, I got them all, okay. I was second guessing myself. I knew this level better than I thought I did. So let's just drive up the pipe like we usually do. Got a bit more money, because why not? And listen to this noise. Yeah, that's noises from Super Mario Sunshine. And with that, that is this level completed. Yep! When it obviously has to Mario, I don't think they fit you. Oh boy, I just can't seem to fix that, can I? Because when I do, it don't work for custom characters in certain ways because it overlays another Hat Kid. But yeah, this level I definitely approve of. On to the next one. We've got the Noki Bay Shell by Cruz230. Hello, this is my mod that recreates a level in Super Mario Sunshine. It's my first mod. Since it's in a playable state, I thought I would publish it. Enjoy. There's 8 red coins. The nails can be, in fact, ground pounded. And there's changed music with decreased volume. I'm guessing that was a change from earlier. And, wait, I think it just plays a generic track from A Hat in Time. Do I have the secret level music on? I'm pretty sure I don't, so I might want to go pop over here quick just to be on the safe side. There we are, it weren't on. I had a feeling. I'm not entirely too sure if it will replace the music. No, it won't replace the music because it's playing a different track. It replaces the track that it's tied to, and if the level isn't using that track, it's not going to do it, so I'll pop it in myself for authenticity. So yeah, this level's quite on point. It's just like the one that we showed off at the very beginning when we were first starting off with a few mods. The only thing is that the nails here, they're quite tiny. But we can, in fact, ground pound them, and we do get a pot out of it. So, because if you remember, coins also double as health pickups. Which can be a problem when you're adapting a game, because money and health are different. And, yeah, we don't have to worry about a time limit to get the 8 red coins. We just got to grab them all, so we will do just that. Got a checkpoint here, so that's very forgiving, because if we fall in the original, being Super Mario Sunshine, we'd have to do the whole thing again. But yeah, no time limit for the 8 red coins. They won't actually give us a shine in this, but they'll actually give us a rift token, so we can still continue and go get the actual shine from the level itself. So it just adds to the platforming of the level while getting on with everything else. There we are, I needed to go do that, I forgot about that. hug that so I don't fall into the abyss. This one should be a quick one. There we are, that'll do it. Yeah, it's playing, just for context so you guys know what the music is actually playing. It's playing, Mafia Town at night, you know, when it's raining and you have to chase Luca, when you're all covered in mud. That's what that is. But, yeah, I changed it for authenticity. Pretty sure he didn't want to do it just in case, because it's not using the same textures, so you can't really call it a Mario level, even though it is, because it's visually the same, just different textures, because, you know, it's Hat in Time textures. But hey, that just makes it feel a little bit more original. I can't actually remember if these are the coin locations. It's been a while since I played Super Mario Sunshine Family now, and I don't normally go for 100% because, I don't like the blue coins, so I just kind of just play and beat the game. It's one of the few collectathon games I just don't do, because some of the blue coins are stupid. It's really annoying. It's like, just getting them, like, trying to find out what chapter they're in is really annoying, so... I mean, a lot of people have made guides, but... I guess I just like Galaxy and the original Super Mario 64 a lot more. There we are! I can't remember if this is actually where you get the, shine. But it makes sense that you would put it here so you don't have to do the next bit. You get the token here, and then we can move on our way. Moving on up to a castle. Mario will be king of the hill. And speaking of king of the hill, speaking of castles, that's what we're going to be getting to in the next level. Peach's Castle.
You'll come with me.
Peach's Castle V2 by Sebgo P222. We've been seeing his name quite a lot recently. New version 2 update is here, a refreshed version of Peach's Castle from Super Mario Galaxy. I have fixed a lot of the things in this new update. Peach's weapon now has a proper name, Peach's Umbrella. Yep, we have a new weapon, I haven't got to that yet, because I already had the plunger weapon equipped, so I didn't actually think twice. This level comes with a weapon that is immediately available when it's installed. Fixes a bug where you can get stuck on a fence and soft lock in the level. Fixed the god-awful looping of the music, so it has its own music. Added an interior for the castle, made it easier to get to the top of the castle, added NPC so it's not a barren wasteland of a port, added a new timepiece, so there is 2 levels, added an Easter egg that requires you to find a way to clip inside the castle to see it, which I'm probably not going to do because I don't know how to do something like that. Changed the water so it's now clear, reflective. Changed the lighting of the level, reduced the brightness, changed many things that are not listed here, so general performance. Also added a nighttime version of the stage, which makes it a chapter. What's this about? Oh, that's literally just to... Oh, right, enable. Right, that's the umbrella. If I go here, there we are. We now have Peach's Umbrella as our weapon. And yes, we are now ready for the sun. I should have had this equipped, but I wanted to have the plunger just for a little bit, because it's at least thematic. So we've done half of this video so far, because funnily enough, I actually forgot that we're going to also play Sweet Sweet Galaxy after this. My brain. I knew I was forgetting a level. So, this looks familiar, and I'm not talking about the Hat in Time aesthetic. Peach's Castle, it's the intro to Super Mario Galaxy. Then we have the Star Festival, where if you've beaten the game twice on the same file, with Mario and Luigi, you can redo the Star Festival. But first, let's do it at the day. And you know what? I'm going to swap it out, because we're going to do this first. We're going to do Sweet Galaxy next, and then we're going to do the night version of this level later. And yes, you can actually explore beyond the gates. And the funny thing is, it actually starts you facing in this direction, so you might think, oh yep, let's go through. But no, this is, once again, just a direct map port. But, you come down here, and this is pretty much where Mario does that stupid little walking thing that he does. And this level's, you know, pretty long like you would expect, but Mario's, well, Hat speed's a bit slower in this, so you might want to actually use this cart to get around just a tad bit quicker. Or, you know, just use the Sprint Hat. But yeah, you can actually explore this without fixed camera angles. And that is a lot of water, by the way. You want to know something? You can pretty much explore all this, and I'm actually going to swap to the seal hat so I don't actually drown. Because, you know, if I swim for too long, I will begin to drown. A 4-bubble timer will show up, so that's why I've got this equipped for now. But yeah, even though there's literally nothing to do out here, and the textures do look a bit basic, it still looks natural enough that you could go exploring, and I don't know why the ripple effect is a bit off-centered. I mean, look, my ripples are all the way over there while I'm here. But you can actually explore for the most part, all of this, until you hit an invisible wall. But it still feels natural, so you can go for a nice little paddle. There are invisible walls surrounding the entire valley as well, so if you do get onto the outer mountains, you won't be able to go too far. Invisible walls stop you, but the whole point is that you can actually explore. My god, this little section is light. Things are popping in. That's just optimization, but it's fine. Let's get back to this, because I actually do want to. Well, actually, we'll be exploring the top half later on, so we'll do that later. But for now, we've got stuff happening here. Hello there, Mafia, just sitting on my bench. Mafia notices that the stars on the lamppost look like the ship of the Triforce. How do you know about that? Mafia thinks this is menacing. Yeah, if we actually look at these lamps, there are 3 stars in a triangle formation. That's what he's on about. You don't want to say nothing? Didn't one of these two say something different? Mafia notices Shine Sprite on top of the castle. Go check it out if you want to. Well, considering it's sunny, it makes sense that the Shine Sprite would be up there. And I believe the Shine Sprites are... that particular Shine Sprite up there, you can actually see it. Like, it hasn't got the thing, but you can see it spinning. I think it's there on both day and night. It's not the same one. Well, it is the same one, I think, but it's not the same level to go for. Mafia's friend stuck in a crystal. Maybe try blowing it up with your brewing hat. Alright, let's do that. And you get a lot of money for this. This is actually a good level to farm money, because you can blow these up. This is what I was getting confused about in the last episode when I saw these crystal formations. Look at all this! You get so much money out of this. It's ridiculous. Mafia would like to thank you for saving me. Mafia would have been stuck in Nether for hundreds of years. What's this doohickey over here? Want to change your online party settings? Yep, we can access online party in a mod. They just stuck the console in here for some reason. It is a very big map, so you could probably just use this map to dick about instead of doing, just dicking about in the hub, but this is an option. Also, something that bugs me. The Snatcher's here. We can't do anything with him. But the thing is, if I stand next to him, which thing is I can't turn the camera up with the Y button to do it, he actually has an interactive marker, but I can't seem to actually trigger it. No matter how close I get while being, you know, on level with him. It's a little bit annoying, because it makes me curious on what he's... I mean, why is he even here for? He just likes the Snatcher? I can't talk to any of the things. Maybe he just stuck a few NPCs in here just to liven the place up a bit. Not too sure. I like how the seals are pointing to go to Peach's castle, which we couldn't really explore this much before. Now we can. And funnily enough, it is actually quite on point, although that texture's not moving. I believe that is still water. Oh, I can't... Oh, I can go. For a second there, I couldn't move. Yeah, that is definitely a water texture, but it's just not moving. Then again, this water texture isn't moving either until I jump in and out of it, so fair enough. But yeah, the one in yeah, the Super Mario Galaxy castle is actually quite accurate in terms of its design. We can go in the castle as well, but I'll leave that for later. But yeah, this is really accurate. Instead of just having a mountain, though, it opens up to show a lake. Because technically that is the lake you swim to, but it was sealed off because of limitations. So it's really faithful. Alright, it's time to climb up this, time to scale the castle, raise the flag, and get the peach. Let's swap the no bump badge back on because I'm having a little bit of trouble here. I need to get onto this, there we are. And then I need to jump like this to get on this ledge here. Tricky bit of platforming, but nothing that we can't manage. I say, and I'm now having trouble climbing up. There we are. I always suspected that Peach's umbrella had some abilities such as this. Right. Oh, I remember. I gotta go up to this. Okay, I did not climb up. Interesting. That time I did. Oh, I remember what I need to do. I need to wall jump in between the frame here, which doesn't feel natural, but I think that's what you're supposed to do. Unless you're supposed to just jump toward the... Okay, jump toward the wall once, double jump and hook shot, I guess? Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. I always do it the other way, but if this is the way to do it, yep, that might be the way to do it. I always will jump inside the rim, but yeah, I didn't do that right either. This is a little bit tricky, because you've got to, like, do what we had to do before in some of the challenge roads, jump around. And once we get a certain height, hook shot one of these, or grapple one of these, grappling hook, Zelda. And there we are, we've reached the tippity tip top, where we normally impale Mario when we use the wing cap in Mario 64. On to Sweet Sweet Galaxy, and then we'll come back once time has passed. Got the cutscene and everything. And fun fact, actually, when I last played this mod, the level was twice as big as this. Thank God it's been scaled down to the correct size. I'm guessing the model on the Wii being imported was just very big, and that's how they got a lot of detail out of their textures, because they made the models a lot bigger so it didn't look as bad. Activate the speed comment challenge. I'm not going to do this because it spawns another Shine Sprite on top of the existing one, and a timer does not show up. So I'm actually not going to do this, and I'm not going to just activate it and then grab the Shine Sprite as well while timing myself, because it just doesn't work. But the main level does, and I don't want to use that, so I will take that. I've technically lost a life, that is fine. What I will do is pop this back on at least. Pop the Mario Flat hat on, there we are. So now we're going to just go through this like we normally would. Okay, I didn't think that was going to hit me. Also, they're pink. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be red, but they may also be the same beams that Moustache Girl uses in the final boss fight of Hat in Time, so that might be it. Also, we get a nice checkpoint there, that's the thing. Checkpoints are a thing when Mario games don't give you them. Oh! Oh, come on! You grab the ledge and then you fail. Dang. Okay. I still like the fact, though, that you have checkpoints, and that's where you respawn when you fall, and you just take damage instead of having to do the whole bloody thing again. I do like that. It's funny how the other games seem to be a little bit more kinder than Mario at some instances. Mario may be for kids, but, you know, it's got its tough levels, like Super Mario Galaxy 2's Grand Finale Galaxy, or whatever it's called. Grandmaster Galaxy? The gauntlet that you have to do, and then you have to do it again on Daredevil. There we are! Actually, this is taking a little bit longer than I thought, so I may have to spend my tokens on another time. But to be honest, anything that I did spend on my tokens aren't Mario related, and this is a themed video, so yeah, I'll spend them at another time. In fact, maybe I should just dedicate a whole video to just spending all my tokens and just go through them all that way. That might be the better way to do it, instead of trying to squeeze them in at the end and not have a mega long video every time. I mean, the last Challenge Road video was long as well, but even though I haven't edited it yet, I'm recording this immediately afterwards, because I've already got my setup going on. Because as I've mentioned many times, in order to record my laptop at decent quality, because it can't play and record itself, I have to get another computer to do it and do it for HDMI. But hey, still get the best quality, and nothing is lost. Cost-cutting measure. I didn't actually come here before, but we get a nice view like we do in the actual main game, and we're already at 40, so that's kind of cool. Don't really need to use our cart this time, since we're going to have to grab a lot of these electro ponds. Basically, this is like the actual night festival when you do your revisit to get 100 coins. And I do not know why the music actually stops when you go down here, but that's kind of weird, so I might just edit it in so it continues to play. Maybe? Not entirely too sure. But I do want to actually get on top of these houses here, because as I said, you can actually walk on these mountains on the outskirts. In fact, if we make our way back over this way, I'll just sprint, it's faster. You can actually walk like across this little bit, and of course, as I mentioned, invisible walls, if I try to keep going this way, will eventually stop me. But yeah, because you're not supposed to actually see this from the top, the texture is kind of weirded out. And I've come back on myself, by the way, the music hasn't returned either, so I don't know why the music just cuts out in this particular part. So like I said, a lot of these Mario mods have a few snafus, and some of them don't work, which is a shame, but I think we've done pretty well in this, and obviously hats off to everyone who's put the effort in, and I hope that the people who have also put the effort in the ones that I can't actually cover will be able to fix them in, well, when they get the chance. Especially the Mafia Chuckster one, because that's actually quite a good level. Fun fact, you can actually get a single electric pond from the Mafia that you're free, but I'm gonna leave him frozen again because I've already freed him and he got himself caught twice, so that's his fault. And this ain't Spyro, so I'm not gonna be having another thank you for releasing me moment. I'm just gonna be grabbing my ponds and heading on out because no one's got anything new to say. But this does give you more incentive to explore the entire level. Actually, it might be the one that was stuck in there. But I got it with the magnet, so it's fine. Oh, I don't have the magnet on. Pfft, my brain. That looked like that was inside the castle. And yes, there are more than enough electro ponds for you to actually get the, or coin, shall I say, to get the 100 coin shine. I'll come back to the castle this way. We got a couple on the pillars of the other two. Is the shine still up there? Doesn't look like it. Looks like this. I thought it was up there, but it must have been the stars of the skybox. But yeah, we can actually go into the castle. And yes, it's pretty much an import from Odyssey, which, funnily enough, is quite ironic considering that, you know, the layout is a lot more out on the outside, is a lot more 64 in resemblance. I mean, this still references 64, but there were no doors to go anywhere. This is literally just the room. Which did annoy me in Odyssey, but because they could have put the paintings there instead of scattered around the area, but there you go. That is the end of our Mario showcase. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't actually use Cappy, but there weren't a lot of enemies to actually use it on. Just NPCs everywhere. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll have to spend our tokens at another point. But yeah, that was 100. This is the 100th Hat in Time video. And since it plays like a Mario game, I thought it would be nice to harken it, and as well as a late reference to March 10th, Mario Day, since I haven't done that before. Even though it's late, still got it in within 7 days. So with that, guys, see you guys next time for whatever mods that we cover and another challenge road to do.
I'll borrow you real quick.